Hello and welcome to Project Refit. Hey, Clark.
Hey, Bruno. What's up?
Let's get the sound on that off. I don't know, it says I've been signed out. I don't seem to be signed out.
There's a delay in your audio video.
Yeah, I think it's trying to do me from two things at once. All right, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. I'm hoping I'll be getting on with a different job here soon.
One of the bigger and better things, huh?
Well, same thing, just get paid better. And if I get on the right one, work.
It's always a plus.
And it's so dead tonight.
That may be a good thing. Everybody needs a quiet night once in a while.
Well, if I get on with the new job, this one will be going bye-bye.
Sure?
I mean, the other one's offering, the one I'm wanting to go to is offering 12-hour shifts at $30 an hour start. So trying to do this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, along with doing that one for 12 hours, I'm going to be slowly killing myself.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
I mean, unless I want no sleep for 3 days, that's not going to happen.
How many days a week is the other job?
So what?
How many days a week is the other job?
The new job will be 5 days a week. I don't know what 5 days yet. It's delivering mail from one state to another, 18-wheeler, and they're a 7-day-a-week operation. You even get a U.S. Postal Service ID to get in and out of location. We're contracted through the government or through the Postal Service to do it.
But it's $30 an hour for 12-hour days?
Yeah. But with me having LTL and line haul, that pay could be a little more. I'll find out when I finally get the rest of the
Some nice overtime every week too.
The what?
That's some nice overtime every week too.
True.
I can hear you.
Let's just say this post will not be shared on my page until after I get the job. Because none of my workers know about Project Refit unless I share it on my page. So tonight, me telling you all this, I'm not sharing this one tonight.
That's okay. We forgive you.
Yeah, because they don't know about it yet, and until I give them my 2 week notice and see how they take it. Because he could say, "Oh, you go to work for 2 weeks," or "Have a nice day."
Well, 2 week vacation is always nice.
True. But that means the other job could always start me sooner, too.
What up? Are you partying?
Huh?
You always party for liquor, right?
Yeah. But usually, technically, I'm supposed to card for everybody. You have to be 21 or older to be in here.
Really?
He didn't like that never. That's what I've been told by my boss and my boss. That's what I've been told by my boss, and my boss. 21 or older to be in here, unless you're working. Working is different. If you're here to drink or eat, you have to be 21 or older. And you're a worker here, you should know that.
That's funny.
Duh.
Maybe he doesn't know how old he is.
I mean, he works in the kitchen, so maybe he's that, well, I don't know. It's a bar. You got to be 21 or older to be in here.
So how you doing, Moore? Oh, never mind, he's on the phone. Anthony's driving, hiding his trimmed beard. I don't know if you can see the stitches.
Bruno, who'd you punch?
I didn't punch anybody. I was
You
cooking
stuck your
dinner.
fingers where they don't belong.
Yeah, I was cooking dinner and I was slicing up some squash on a mandolin. And I fell forward a little bit and put my hand down to steady myself and sliced it on the blade.
You're supposed to move the fingers out of the way, not put them in the way.
Yeah, I know. 3 stitches. Doctor said they don't see a lot like that. Usually they just slice it right off.
Oh. I'd rather have no slicing at all.
Well, that would be the game plan, but things don't always go according to plan.
You're just trying to find
Sure.
new ways to get into the hospital and visit all your friends.
I didn't even go. I just went to urgent care because it's cheaper.
It's actually cheaper just to stay out of it altogether.
Yeah, that is true. She said, "Yeah, go to your family doctor in about 10 days and have the stitches. Take the stitches out." I got home. I said, "I think I'm just going to snip them and pull them myself." 'Cause But as a bonus, I did get a tetanus shot.
How long are those good for?
Tetanus shot are good for, I think, 11 years now or something.
It's been a while since I got mine. Now I got to look back at when I got it.
It's always something. I did get new lights. Happy about that. They're really nice and small and easy to work with.
I went and did blood work earlier today for my main doctor. And then drug tests and DOT physical for this one job that I'm going to go to. But if this one for the U.S. Postal Service goes through first, I think they might get me. Now it's a toss-up between two jobs.
Always a good problem to have.
Well, when you're a Class A truck driver and there's a lot of trucking companies in desperate need of drivers, it's whoever has the higher pay and best hours kind of gets me first.
I thought you loved being a bouncer.
No, this is going to go on the wayside. As soon as I get the when can you start, everybody gets the 2 to 3 week notice. Because if I can get on with that one job, oh no. That'd be when I'm finally at retirement age. I'll do something security on the side. No, but if I get this one job I was telling Bruno about, it'd be 12-hour shifts. So this ain't gonna work for that.
Right.
There'd be no way. I mean, I'd get off early enough to come here, but I would get no sleep. And I kind of need that to drive an 18-wheeler.
How much sleep do you really need, though?
I mean, they always say you'll get enough sleep when you're dead, but I'd rather not be dead. Especially if it was my fault when I crashed an 18-wheeler.
So how you doing, Moore? A little
Uh,
Call of Duty going on there?
Say what?
A little Call of Duty going on there in the background?
No, I do not. I do not have anything like that going on. I am too tired to do that tonight. I just got on. I got on because I was going to try to. I thought John was going to get on too if I was on. I figured, well, I'll get on, get him wrapped into it, and then I was going to bounce, but he's not getting on, so I don't think he is, anyways. But
Next weekend, I'm going to be away all weekend.
Okay, next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Friday, Saturday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I'll try to cover. I'm going to try to cover down on Fridays when I can, or not when I can. I'm going to try to do it like every Friday if I can. That's what I'm trying to say. See, I'm tired. I can't even formulate thoughts right now. That way you don't. Hopefully, you won't have to worry about Fridays. And you can.
I don't think anybody should have to do every Friday.
Fridays is actually really. I'm more reliable on Friday because my weekend starts. And then I don't care if I stay up later because I don't have a set time that I have to get up.
Yeah, I usually don't.
But like Mondays and Wednesdays, it's harder for me because getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and staying up until like 11:30 or midnight can be a little rough.
Yeah, I don't know why, but lately all my doctors like to give me these 8:30 appointments, which I'm not really thrilled with.
See, I like the earlier appointments because it seems like most of the people at the VA, if it's at the VA, they don't like to be there that early. So I'll go early in the morning. Plus, it gives me an excuse to not go into work. Be like, I have an appointment in the morning, like all day, because if I don't go to work, if I don't get to work in the morning early, then there's no point in me going.
Well, I'm retired, so that's usually not much of an issue.
Nope.
But they keep changing stuff up on me. I was supposed to have them do a procedure on my leg, and they postponed it twice, and then I postponed it till after the cruise.
Right.
And I could have had it done this Thursday, but then I have a Comic-Con I got to photograph Friday and Saturday, and the park needs to refill on Sunday. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Nice.
My therapist gives me afternoon appointments, so that's nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. Yeah, mine is too. Mine is midday, I guess, really.
I think he likes to make sure I'm awake.
All right. Well, I am gonna get off early. Like I said, I just wanted to get on to see if I can entice a couple other people to get on, but I was up late last night and excuse me. I was out back digging some holes and putting posts in the ground this evening when I got off work. So
Catches up with you.
Hmm?
Catches up with you. The older you get, the faster it catches up with you.
Yeah. I will not submit yet. Not yet. No. Anywho, well, it's good seeing y'all. I'm gonna bounce though. So I'll definitely be on Friday. I don't know yet.
All right. Depending on what time they get done the opening stuff on Friday night, I may pump one too.
All right. Yeah. So you need me to do Friday?
Yeah.
Got it. I got it.
This Friday, definitely.
Cool. Alrighty. I'll be expecting some of those Comic-Con pictures though.
Nice. I had 4 shirts printed up, pictures I took, and one of them is this gorgeous blonde model, but it's just her face.
Yeah.
And I put it on.
Just her face? Is that what you're just
Just the face.
That's kind of a low face.
It fills the whole front of the shirt up. And I put them, I'm trying to wear them all so my wife has time to wash them before Friday. And I had it on, and she goes, "You're not going out with me with that girl on the shirt." So I went and changed it, and I said, I told you I could put you on the shirt. And she goes, "You put me on a damn shirt and I'll kill you in your sleep." I said, "Well, the blonde it is then."
That's funny.
Oh.
Good seeing you again, Anthony. Maybe I'll stay. Yeah, maybe I'll stay on longer. I said maybe I'll stay on longer next time you're on, so we can chat. But
next time I'm on, my frequency has been about every 4 weeks now. So
yeah, I know. That's why I'm lingering and getting off, because I'm like, well, geez, I just don't get to see this guy anymore.
No, as we're learning how to get back into this thing they call society.
Right. And like normal, sort of like a normal job thing.
I don't know, call it normal anymore.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah,
yeah, other than that, I'm gonna be jumping into a class in about a month. You heard of Salesforce?
yeah.
So there's this veteran group organization that works directly with Salesforce called Maravis,
Okay.
and they run a cohort of like 20 vets, and they basically train, teach, set up mentor programs and all this jazz, and then help you get a job afterwards. So I got selected for that, so that was cool. And
That's cool.
so I'm gonna start getting into this whole Salesforce career thing and
Nice.
finding it, other than I think I sent you the link or whatever on how to do it like on
Yep.
your own.
Yep.
So I'm going to try to do it now with an actual company assistance group and everything else. And it's all veteran run. So
Very cool. Yeah, I need to go back into that because I actually have somebody, you just reminded me I could actually give that to my buddy. He's been out about 6 months. He still doesn't have a job because the contract company that said that they were going to hire him have been milking his hiring process due to the like contracting stuff, and it's a whole bunch of balagna. They did him wrong, and I told him, I was like, dude, let's get you a job somewhere else, so that like those people should not have done what they did.
yeah,
More of a story than
write this one down and have them look it up. It's Merivis. So
MVR. What was it? IE or
wait, MER.
oh,
Wait, what is it?
MER.
IV. Yeah,
I'll put it in chat.
IVIS.
IS.
Okay, I got that.
Maravis.
Maravis. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. He got it. Maravis.org.
Okay.
Transforming military years into tech careers.
All right.
Yeah. So he can either do it on his own with the Salesforce thing that I sent you earlier, or he can look into joining this cohort thing.
Okay. There's my sticky notes. They went away. What? Sticky notes left me. I don't know what. Had an update on my computer.
Or if he has a LinkedIn, if you want to connect me and him or whatnot, or however.
You know what? I should have asked him for his LinkedIn.
Because I think it was good for me to do it on my own for a little bit to kind of see if I liked it first, before committing to the cohort. So.
Okay. All right. I got that. And I will try to connect him with that. That's good. Yay. That's good info. I could almost make a full-time job getting veterans help at this rate. Gosh.
They have them out there, but they don't make that much money. Trust me.
No, I know. That's why I won't do it. I'm full of free advice when I have time to give it. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. No, it's kind of ridiculous. You spend 40 hours a week making about $40,000 a year, getting veterans jobs making $90,000 a year.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Exactly. Like, what am I doing? Well, I have my next door neighbor. He's coming. He's ETSing here. His wife's already here. She's still active duty. He's ETSing and he's coming here. And he's doing pretty much a little bit of what I've done the last, 5-6 years. So, but he wasn't careful with his VA stuff getting out. So, he, after 11 years doing whatever, all the stuff that he's done, they only gave him like 30%. He's had like three surgeries and like stuff like that. Right. And I'm like, as soon as she told me that and that he only got 30%, I was like, okay, when he gets in, we have a date. I was like, I'm taking him to the VFW. Hold on. My headphones are dying. Yeah. So I'll be busy here in a few weeks, helping him do that, get some of that stuff. And I told her, I was like, okay, if he's going this route and this is still kind of fresh, I was like, I have three different options of routes that he can start from the ground up to get this job. Is like, I wish I had somebody like me when I got ETS out of the Army. Like, I didn't know somebody with the knowledge that I have now.
Yeah, exactly.
And how to prepare myself. And now I'm like, I mean, going backwards is kind of hard for me right now. So I'm at a place where it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, but it's good that you're out there now along with a bunch of others, because if not, then they're just stuck to the people that are gouging thousands of dollars from people to do the exact same.
Yep.
For no reason.
Yeah, that's actually kind of why I stopped that whole. I started the process for like the what you call it, hunters. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The disability, what is it called? They're for like to help veterans with their disability, and they're called something hunters, anyways. And they're charging, you set a goal. They're like, would they ask you a goal? They're like, oh, well, I want 100% full and total. Okay, well, when we get you to 100% full and total, you like sign this like little contract and everything. And if they get you there, then you owe them like, if you pay them up front right away, you only pay them like $7,500, or you pay like a percentage of your disability check for like 2 years. And I was like, I was at a place where I'd been trying to do it on my own, and I got their help, and they had great resources and great information. And then I was looking at it and I was like, I was doing all the work.
Yeah.
And they were just feeding me the documents, but I was doing all the work.
Yeah.
The whole point in me wanting them to help me out was, you do the work, I'm paying you.
Right.
And so they got me to where I was like 90%. And if one of them is watching this right now, I hope. Hold on, I'm just going to do this. So, nobody curse. Got my speakers on. No, just joking. But no, so they got me up to a 90%, and but it was like a little high. I'm already at 90%, but they got me like 90+%. So basically I only need 10% in any one of my categories to get 100%. And I'm grateful for that. But what they were helping me do was not worth $7,500 or 2 years of, oh my gosh, I don't know why so I wrote him a letter and be like, hey, thanks a lot. I'm done. I can't keep going, because they were trying to push me to do some more stuff and fill out more paperwork and do all that. I was like, I'm tapped out. I'm trying to look for a new job. I'm doing all this stuff. And I was like, I'm just done. I was like, I don't feel like I'm getting the support I need to do this, And so anyways, I basically quit, and I made sure I wasn't breaching anything in the contract that I signed or anything. And they're like, yeah, okay. Because they really can't do anything. They can't force you to pay.
Right.
All that. And I realized I was just like, I've got the knowledge now. Like, I'm willing to help onesie twosies every now and then for free to do it. So, and just like this guy that, he's fresh getting out of the military, and they did him wrong. The military doctors gave him the shaft. for the stuff that he has. I know they did. So sorry, I'm a little salty about that. It's fresh. But I think what I do enjoy doing though is finding these guys that are like wanting the technical field, and they're like, oh, I think this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. And I can say, brakes. Here's the resources you can do, because what you're doing is like, you're getting stressed out that you're having to do a 4-year degree. I was like, don't do it. You don't have to go that route. Don't stress yourself out. It helps, but you don't have to stress yourself out. One guy was telling me, he was like, yeah, I got my bachelor's, but I'm going to go back to school and get my master's. I was like, oh, what's your bachelor's in? It was it was something that was technical and everything. And I was like, just like, stop, don't go get your master's. I was like, get these certifications, get these four certifications. It'll take you a year to get these 4 certifications versus how many years does it take to get a master's or doctorate, for that matter. And I was like, you will be more marketable with those certifications than you will your master's, because then they don't feel like as soon as they see somebody with a master's, if you don't have the experience to back it up, they're not going to hire you, because they know you're expecting to get a certain pay, and they don't think you have the experience to do it.
Yep.
So they're like, oh, yeah. So no, I could teach a pretty good class. I could actually teach a pretty good class, and I've been meaning to go on to Post Fort Meade here and ask them, like, if they ever need somebody to fill in for their TAPS class, just to share my experiences and stuff. So anyways, that's me. I'm eating at mouth. Hi, sometime.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have
Yep.
fun.
Get some sleep.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.
Next week.
Yep.
Gonna be a quiet night. I think I'm gonna have to check on Jeremy though.
Was he on for a second?
Yeah, he hasn't been on last couple times.
Oh. Been a little quiet lately overall, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's this month, like the Art Center, our shows usually have about 60 entries. Not quite 30 this time.
Yeah.
August seems to be the month where everything just slows down.
Yeah, we finally got to the end of our madness of moving, and we had our trip to Hawaii, and now we're just now getting back into trying to see if we can get a routine started again. But starting back in the office, before the school year starts, and my wife's going back to work here in the next week or so. So kind of all the dominoes falling right back into place. So hopefully I can somewhat grab a routine here in the next couple of weeks and set it back into place, because it's been mayhem of a summer.
It's not, I don't think we're ever going to have normal again.
No, not normal. I just want a routine, whether it's normal or abnormal.
I went in Wawa the other day, and somebody had posted a handmade sign on the door that they were requesting people to start wearing masks again. And so I'm walking in and I'm like, yeah, right. Somebody said something to me and I said, it's a request, not a mandate. So I declined the request and I walked in. Like, really, you got nothing better to do than, and the next day the sign was gone. So I don't know if Wally was even the one to put it up.
Yeah, a couple. Because there's some franchise chain stores that are also individually owned. So there's some franchise chain stores out here that are giving the individual owners the right to make their own choice. So there's a few stores around here that have closed up again and have the drive-through open only. So that's
well, I'm at the point, if I can get it at another store that isn't ridiculous, that's where I'm going.
Yeah. Especially when the drive-through lines tend to be like 15, 20 cars deep now because everybody's waiting.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I would say when we took our trip though, we got over there and we had one spot that had like a 4-hour wait for dinner, but it was all right because we ended up finding a different spot where we got some drinks and kind of just relax and listen to some music for a few hours before we returned back for our dinner reservations. So kind of worked out, but that was about the worst of the waiting part. Everything else was just a little bit here and there. I think one of the spots we checked into, it was supposed to be like an 1.5-hour wait, but we told them we'll sit anywhere, we're not picky. And we got in like 30 minutes. So I was like, are people really waiting that long and picky on a specific table? And she was like, yeah. I was like, no. So we had a great table looking over the beach. So it was awesome. Didn't have to play stubborn.
I don't know. I used to be like really bad about wanting to be in certain spots, but lately it doesn't seem to bother me anymore. Probably a good thing. Makes my life easier. I don't hear no grinder going. Somebody's slacking off, I think.
Rubbing his pole.
Gotta give special attention to the tip.
I've heard that.
Unless you're Irish and the tip is really all you have.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but
Whoa, what happened to your face? You got
It
a lot
grew.
more round.
yeah,
Shaving accident.
Your
it
neck,
was.
but your chin shrunk.
No, it grew into the beard. I once had a small head, and then it grew into the beard.
Was that Viagra?
So I got a 14-year-old roommate at this time. He thought he was going to get a room to himself. Like, yeah, right.
Bruno, you might want to
Yeah.
save that comment. I have a 14-year-old roommate for Wednesday nights when we're not live. That
So
might
that way-
get caught up in some
Yeah,
negative-
Yeah, that way
He's
Chris
a-
Hansen doesn't come knocking at
he's
your
a
door.
guest. He's a guest at the con, and they told him he gets a room.
Yeah, saying he's
And-
guest at the con does not make it any better.
So he's all excited, and I said, "Yeah, did they tell you you get a roommate?" And he's like, what? I said, yeah, you're in my room. He's my roommate at all the cons. He's 14. He doesn't get a room by himself.
So here we are, Monday night. The topic of the night is how to kidnap a 14-year-old and put him in your basement.
I'm kind of picturing Bruno as like the future heavy face killer. Maybe a little Gacy in him.
Yeah.
Gacy meets Santa Claus and
I do feel like, you want to smack him around every once in a while, but
I feel like that about most society.
He probably makes the 14-year-olds dress up in anime.
Oh God.
no, actually he does. He's doing all original characters this time.
This is getting really dark.
You gonna sit over here? You gonna sit over here? Yes.
Well, ask the guy from, what was it, Columbus, Ohio, what happens when the 14-year-olds escape.
He wasn't allowed to go to a con with me for the longest time because his mom said, you'll be too busy taking pictures and you'll forget them.
Were you by chance a probation officer during those times?
No.
Because that seems like the only legit reason why I'd be taking a 14-year-old to go see a con.
Comic-Con.
Okay, thank you for the. Sorry, we're not graced with Air Force sense of humor. Ours is a little bit darker.
I didn't have a sense of humor in the Air Force. If they wanted me to have one, they'd issued it.
Yeah, all we heard was when I was at con, I locked a 14-year-old in my room. That's all we heard.
You're 14. You don't get a room by yourself. You got to earn that.
And I made him dress up in a costume.
Made him dress up in anime. That makes it even dirtier.
He don't do anime, thank God. Although he is starting to get into Sailor Moon now for some reason.
You're not helping your argument there.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I think the more you say, the more red flags pop up. I'm pretty sure Facebook and the FBI are on top of this right now.
I don't care. What happened to my background?
That's the FBI taking control.
Yeah.
Could be.
Oh wow, hey, this is gonna be a little bit
There it goes.
He found the glitch. He found the glitch in the matrix. If you hear a knock on your door in the next 30 seconds, hide.
Well, all I know is this is
Just ask Special Forces soldiers what this part is like when they leave the group. Oh.
this will be the longest weekend I've done photography in a while now. Because we got Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday the car cruise down here.
This weekend coming up.
Yeah. We got to go to Philly Friday. They're doing some kind of panel Friday night that he's supposed to be on, I think. So we're going down the night before. And con gets over 7 o'clock Saturday, I think, or 7:30. And then Sunday's the Project Refit car cruise.
Mm.
And I says, you need to learn your limits. I says, I always know my limits. I says, I usually hit them going full speed. So we're going to find out if I can handle a full weekend worth of work. I got new lights. They're like really small and light, and they throw out more light than my old big ones. So
So less to carry.
I think Corbett's going to take my old ones.
Very nice. Well, God willing, I'll be busy again this weekend as well, finishing my bar. So hopefully have that thing done within the next week or two completely.
Now you won't even have to go out drinking.
Yeah, exactly. Now I just have to recruit some drinking buddies. So that way I don't feel like one of those, what do they call them? Alcoholics. They just drink alone. So I got the
I did have
shuffleboard.
Whoop! You got the shuffleboard?
That's coming in.
Board
Shuffleboard's coming in Saturday. And then the bar top, I've got it all. I've got all the designs whipped up. So finished up making the list of how much wood and all the supplies and everything I need for that. So all I got to do is put the bar top itself, like the actual countertop side, put it on order, and then go pick up the wood, build the base. And as soon as the bar top gets in, usually it takes about a week and a half to get in. So I should have the base built before the bar top gets in.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, that'll be the end of it. And then I'll have I've already got the all the sports and the NFL Red Zone ordered and everything else, and hopefully get back into a sport I love, and really hoping and praying they keep the politics out of it as much as possible. So
I don't think they'll ever do that anymore.
well, it's not an election year, so I'm hoping.
I think they realize that they get a lot of free publicity when they behave that way.
They got hit pretty hard these past couple of years. I don't know. I think they might try something new, because one thing that means more than trying to back up your election stuff is money. And with them losing, I think they were down around 20% or so these past couple years. And I mean, that's millions. So my guess is they're going to want their millions back. And they won't let anybody stand in the way to make money. They tried it. It didn't work.
Now they got to try something else.
Yep. Now they got to try something else. So it won't. My guess is it won't be politics. They'll probably dabble in something else stupid. Sure. I mean, I don't think that they'll ever stop, but we'll see. We'll see what it is. So, yeah, unless they want to dig into something else or whatever in the future, they might, I'm sure. But ultimately, I think they're going to have to get some new strategy to get their money back. I think they're going to be focused on that this year, especially with so much of the COVID stuff happening and everybody freaking out and flipping out about that. They're going to be pressing to get just players on the field for one. So I don't think they're going to allow too much other stuff to get in the way, because there's already been all kinds of publicity on who's going to play and who can't play and who's not going to be on the field and who can't go to camp and all that mess. So they're already having a little bit of a struggle on which players are actually going to be there to play.
I like when they had the stadium with all the pictures in the empty seats.
Oh.
Like, who in their right mind would pay for a seat that they still have to watch the game at home just to have their picture there?
Yeah, quite funny. Well, yeah, even if they mandate the vaccine just to watch a game in person, they'll still get more money off of like a half or a 3/4 fill stadium than they would selling pictures. Again, I think so. So they might do that. They may mandate the vaccine just to get into the stadium, but I think they'll still make more money. But either way, we'll see. I can say personally, I've missed the game. I've been kind of having it turned off, not paying attention to it for a couple of years now. So I'm kind of hoping, because I miss it. But we shall see. I can't attend any more games anymore. The tickets are just way too expensive. It's crazy.
Yeah, they are getting insane.
Yeah. I had looked at to the Raiders stadium, and the nosebleeds were like $500 a piece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in the nosebleeds.
And that was that without getting mugged.
Yeah, that's on top of what you're going to lose getting mugged, because it's probably guaranteed.
It's the Raiders.
Yeah.
They have almost as many cons on the field as they do on the stands.
Right? I don't know many of them that kidnap 14-year-olds though. But
That's those East Coast Raider fans.
Raiders are basketball, right?
Yeah. Basketball, hockey combined. There's a new hybrid sport, basketball, hockey.
Are we in the basketball era now?
Almost. That was a good movie.
You just like seeing that wiener going in and out of that guy's mouth during CPR.
All right, gentlemen. My wife has dinner on the table, so I'm going to be a good boy.
That sounds like a plan.
Well, you two have fun. Enjoy your California day.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Early night.